Hello lads, I welcome you all to another video. Today we are continuing off from last time, which was, well, Atazoth's birthday. Now I'll just take a sip of my drink, and we shall start. Hmm. Sorry if I sound a bit different, but I'm very tired, and it's 1 AM and my parents are asleep. If I wake them up, I shall be crucified. So yeah, no stress, let's get into it. This was always one of our favorites. I soon close the book, lest I end up staining the pages. I keep it close to my chest as I look back up at the girls. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I cannot do three voices, lads, I'm sorry. You're welcome. Money's mom helped a lot with this. As soon as we told her what we had in mind, she loved it. She even put a bit of money towards getting it all sorted. Harume. I'll call her when I get back home. I turn and rest the book on the table before starting to walk towards the girls. Each of them give me a slightly perplexed look. I then outstretch my arms and crack a smile, my eyes still damp. Sarah instantly knows what I'm getting at. She practically rushes to embrace me, shortly followed by Natsuki, and finally, Yuri joins us. I try to embrace all three of them, but my arms barely reach around Yuri and Natsuki. Luckily for me, the three of them stay close, practically enveloping me. Sari's grip is the tightest, and she was the first to embrace me. Both Yuri and Nat have one arm around me and another around Sari, and the sign of tension within me that still lingered from this morning has completely evaporated. I feel like I can let myself be vulnerable. It's something that I've slowly been learning to do again. I can't keep bottling everything up. I remember where that road led to, and I'll be damned if I let myself go down that path again. As Monica said to me, I've got people here for me, people that care deeply about me. I may not fully get over what happened all those months ago, but the best I can do is what I've been doing already. I'll press on. For them. For my family. For my own sake. And most importantly, for Monica. Bloody hell, I thought that this is the end, and that we're fucked. Jesus. Epilogue. Damn. After submitting my final assignment of the semester, I shut the lid of my laptop and breathe a sigh of relief. In all fairness, I'll be more than a little surprised if it gets above a pass. Caffeine-fueled all-nighters seem to be my specialty lately. Oh well, I can worry about the state of my grades later. I've got more important things to do today. But first, I need a bloody wash. I fetch a towel from my closet and head to the bathroom. As I get washed, I think over my plans for today. I'm gonna be paying Natsuki a little visit before going to see Monica. It's been a good few months since I last saw her. Today marks 2 years since she passed. I take a deep breath through parted lips. It's unreal to think it's been that long already. Again, it feels like a lifetime has passed by. And in those 2 years, I wouldn't say I've gotten over it. Hell, I wouldn't say I've moved on completely. But it's progressively getting easier to cope with what happened. I eventually turn the shower off, step out, and dry myself. I then wrap my towel around me and head back to my room. Immediately going back to my closet, I pick out a pair of jeans, a shirt, some pants, and a fresh pair of socks. What? Jeans and pants. Jeans and pants. What? After getting dressed, I stretch and yawn. I should probably make myself something to drink. Rubbing the excess sleep out of my eyes as I make my way to the coffee machine, I try to remember exactly how to use it. Sorry's told me enough times by now. It'll settle in eventually. After racking my brain for a bit, I start to remember and get to work. As I fumble around with the coffee capsules, I hear faint footsteps coming down the hall. Either someone caught the scent of coffee, or I've been making way more noise than I thought. It could be both. Who knows? I turn around with a tired smile across my lips. Morning, so. Morning. She returns my smile. I gesture towards the coffee machine. You want one? Ooh, I'd love one. Alright. Just make yourself comfy and I'll whip you one up. She then sits down at the table awaiting her drink. As I'm prepping everything, I decide to start some conversation with her. You sleep well last night? Yep, but it looks like someone was in a rush this morning. I roll my eyes and smirk as I finish up Sayori's coffee. I sigh jokingly as I walk up to her and set a mug in front of her. Come on, I managed to get everything in on time. Well, maybe with a few typos, but still. She laughs tiredly. Wonder how many times you spelled definitely this time. I laugh a little louder and shake my head. Knowing my luck, probably more times than I could ever admit to Yuri. Poor girl would probably have a bloody heart attack. Probably, yeah. I take a seat in front of Sarah as we sip our drinks in silence. I practically chug mine before opening my mouth again. You got any plans today? Sarah ponders for a moment, her fingers tracing the rim of her coffee cup. Well, I've got a job interview in like. She glances towards the clock, trying to figure out the time. It's at 1 p.m., so I've got a few hours to go. Oh, I've also got dinner with Ryo later tonight. I crack a smile and chuckle softly. Honestly, I'm really glad you two get on so well. So, Sarah, when do I have to start calling you Mrs. Maraf- Marufuji? Sarah's cheeks turn scarlet as she bursts into laughter. Give it a few years, and then maybe. Just maybe. My hair goes all warm and fuzzy. Sarah then rests her hand on my shoulder. I'd ask if you've got any plans, but I already know what you're on about. What you're on about doing? I cannot read, Jesus. What? I wasn't born yesterday, you know? I remember what day it is today, Atazoth. I take a deep breath and nod. Yeah, 2 years already. Sarah's face drops as I sigh. I know I'm not as bad as I used to be, but I still miss her, you know? I miss her too, Atazoth. But I think you put it best. She might not physically be here with us anymore, but she's still in our hearts. I smile warmly. She remembered what I said. Thanks, I needed a reminder of that. It's alright. Nodding at Sarah, I stand from my seat and start to walk out the kitchen. Before leaving, though, I stop for a moment. Hey, Sarah? Hmm? I turn to Sarah and twiddle my thumbs a little bit. I, kn- I know it's a little tired to ask. I, uh, Thank you. I know it's definitely a little tired to ask this by now, but you want a hug? She hops up of her chair and holds her arms up. I smile sheepishly and nod. Please. Sarah practically blah 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 blah, bounces up to me and embraces me wearing a warm smile on her face. I can't thank her enough for sticking with me for this long. In all honesty, the road to recovery probably would have been a lot less bearable without her. Eventually, Sarah releases me and takes a step back. You'll be okay, Atazoth. I promise. Thank you. I then go to leave once again before stopping once more. I just gotta get something from my room real quick, and then I'll be off. Alright. Oh no, someone's awake. A quick stop in the video. I return living, lads, do not worry. Let us continue. I quickly rush to my room to grab a few things. My wallet, phone, earphones, and my jacket. My eyes then fall onto a folded up piece of paper resting upon my desk. Something I wrote for Monica. Without hesitation, I pick up the paper and slide it into my jacket pocket. I then go to the front door and get my trainers on. After one last goodbye and wish of good luck to Sarah, I unlock the door and set off on my way. So they're in a college dorm together. Interesting. As soon as I step outside, I pull both my phone and earphones from my pocket. I plug my earphones in and start to scroll through my music library. There is a myriad of music I could be listening to for my walk to the bus stop. But after scrolling through the assorted abundance of electronic music, rock, and early 2000s cheese, uh, I finally find what I'm looking for. Blah. I press play. There it is. Is the track that Monica and I had started a good few months before she passed. I still remember that day well, especially how enthusiastic she was. It took a lot of willpower to do so, but I was able to finish it off. I reckon Monica would be happy with how it turned out. After a couple of deep breaths, I internally go over my plans. Meet up with Natsuki first, then visit Monica. I decide to send Natsuki a quick text asking if she's still up for seeing me. Hey Nat, are we still good to meet up? I then slide my phone into my pocket and start my walk. Oh, the music is not too loud. After making it to the bus stop, I quickly check the timetable. Next one should be here in about 5 minutes. Guess I'll just sit here and wait. A little bit of time passes before my phone buzzes. I take my phone from my pocket, bring it up to my face, and then turn the screen on. As I thought, it's a reply from Nat. Yeah, we still good. See ya soon. I quickly text back before sliding my phone back into hiding. Not long after, the bus finally arrives. I get on, buy my ticket, and then take a seat. After a lengthy ride, I find myself in a very familiar part of the city. It doesn't take me long to find my way. I eventually find myself in front of a relatively small cafe, the same cafe Natsuki works at. I peer through the window and sure enough, I spot the pink-haired gremlin. I cannot speak, I'm sorry lads, it's almost 2 am. So I'm quite sleepy. Quickly taking my earphones out, I head inside. Upon entering, I started walking over to the table where Natsuki sat. Once I get close enough, I tap her on the shoulder. Morning, Pinky. Ah! Damn it, Atazoth, you startled me. Natsuki mumbles numerous obscenities under her breath as an audible chuckle emerges from behind the counter. I look towards the source of the laughter and to no surprise, it's Asuka. I give them a quick wave and they wave back, still clearly holding in most of their laughter. As I take a seat, Natsuki still grumbles. Sorry for scaring you, Nat. Oh, you better be. Natsuki pouts and scowls at me. She stares at me for a little bit until I end up pulling some stupid face. At that point, she just bursts into laughter. It doesn't take long for me to start laughing too. How you been, you big dummy? I've been pretty decent. How about you? I've been doing great. Definitely better without uni stressing me out. Haha. Natsuki dropped out of university a month or two after I started attending. Not only from when I saw her when I wasn't there, but also from my time attending, it all seemed to be dragging her down emotionally. Whilst it does feel a little odd not having my stepsister there with me and sorry, I'm glad she's doing better. Out of the blue, Natsuki's eyes then light up. I look behind me and spot Asuka walking to our table with 2 coffee cups in hand. They set the 2 drinks on the table. Cheers, hot stuff. Asuka visibly blushes as a result of Natsuki's compliment, smiling before they walk off. Wait, did you order these before I came here? Nah, they're on the house. Oh, damn, thanks, Nat. I give her a cheerful smile. No need to thank me, dummy. As Natsuki and I catch up, more customers come and go. After some time, though, yet another customer arrives and walks past. My eyes catch an all too familiar shade of lavender. And judging by the gleeful look on Natsuki's face, she's seen it too. Wait for a bit and we then hear a familiar gentle voice looking back as we do. After a couple of seconds, the lady turns around. Before she can notice us, hey Yuri! Ah! Oh, Yuri with glasses. Zam. Yuri holds her hands against her chest as she collects herself. First time I've seen Yuri in months, and Natsuki almost gives her a heart attack. I have a quick look around to see if anyone else overheard Yuri's yelp. A few heads turn to look at Yuri, but they look away soon after. Yuri eventually takes a seat next to Natsuki. Good morning, you two. Morning. Morning, Yuri. Been a while, hasn't it? It has been, yes. How have you been since I last saw you? I've been doing good. I've been slipping up a lot less than I used to. Sarah's been keeping me company a lot of the time. Rio too whenever he pops over. How about you, Yuri? It's been a busy couple of months to say the least. I've been in a hurry to finish off all my assignments, and I got my final one in this morning. So I decided that I'd treat myself a little. Treat yourself? Yuri, you're a regular here. Natsuki returns her focus to me. I wish I've heard some of the stories that she's told me. She turns back to Yuri. Like those boys from last semester? Oh lord, them. Huh? As Yuri ended up attending a different university than myself and the others, I'm a little curious. What about them? Well, they were saying some interesting things about me. Granted, it wasn't anything insulting or anything, but Yuri starts nervously fiddling with her hair. Have you ever heard of fruits? Oedipus complex at all? Is that the thing, like, Sigmund Freud had a thing for, like, mothers and shit? But they're calling Yuri a mommy. Like, on one hand, I cannot blame them. on the other. Why? My mind goes blank. I can't even recall hearing about anything like that. Oh, they were calling her Mommy Atazoth. Natsuki's blunt explanation turns Siri's face blood red and makes my eyes widen. Well, certainly I didn't expect to hear that this morning. Surely there was a better way of phrasing that. Natsuki lets out a short yet exceedingly cheeky giggle as Siri attempts to collect herself for the second time today, then eventually exhales. To be honest, it did make for some halfway decent anecdotal evidence for one of my essays. What essay did you make? That you used people calling you a mommy as evidence. So at least there was an upside to all of that. As the earlier embarrassment starts to fade, Asuka comes to drop off Yuri's tea, them and Natsuki exchanging smiles as they go back behind the counter. After Yuri how much time do you have? A lot. Like, I believe I should finish this today. Cause, come on, it's the epilogue. After Yuri takes a small sip of her drink, she looks over to me with a tinge of curiosity to her gaze. I slightly cock my head to the right. You okay there, Yuri? I am, yes. It's just... Are you okay? Are you okay, Atazoth? Like, I know what day it is. I bite the inside of my lip and close my eyes for a moment. I then nod to myself and look back to the city. I could be better, but I'm okay. It's so crazy to think it's been 2 years already. Like, it's just... Christ, I just don't know how to explain it. I relax off to the side with a downcast look in her gaze. I didn't mean to bring the mood down. No, Yere, it's okay. Monica may no longer be here. Monica may no longer be here with us physically, but there is something that Sarah reminded me of this morning. It was something I said a while ago. It's not like Monica stopped existing. She's still in our hearts. And personally speaking, I think she'd be thrilled that her 4 closest friends are still close. The 2 girls smile sweetly. I think so too. I return Yuri's smile. I really wish Sarah wasn't busy this morning. She would have loved to catch up with Nat and Yuri. More time passes. Me, Natsuki and Yuri ended up exchanging some more stories of our post-high school lives, a couple of stories from home, and even the odd memory or 2 about Monica. Eventually though, I decide it's time that I get going. I say my goodbyes to both Natsuki and Yuri and then set off. In immediate retrospect, it probably would have been better to at least ask them if they wanted to accompany me, but I've got a lot of thinking to do before I get to Monica. Where do I begin? Guess nowhere. One taxi ride and who knows how many minutes of walking later, I find myself at the cemetery. As I started walking through the fields of similar-looking graves, I realized I've not been here since February. February 14th, to be exact, one of the many days I wish Monica was here for. I say to myself, oh Monica, I wish you were still here. I briefly reconsider my visit, but I toss that doubt to Sandra almost as soon as it creeps up. I need to do this. Deep breaths, Atazoth. Deep breaths. I follow my own advice for a few cycles before proceeding to my destination. After another few minutes, Monica's grave comes into view. As it does, so does Harume? Oh, hello, Atazoth. She smiles towards me. I sheepishly wave back before replying. Hi. It's been a while. A year today, if I'm not mistaken. I nod. Of course, we've been sporadically keeping in touch over the previous year, but this is the first time I've seen her in person since the first anniversary since Monica's passing. How have things been since we last spoke? Well, it's been stressful to say the least. I mean, with the divorce and everything going on, it's... Yes! She divorced Daisuke! Victory! It's hard, Atazoth. She sighs heavily. Last time we spoke, she mentioned she was planning on divorcing from Daisuke. If you don't mind me asking, how would he take the news? She visibly shudders at the thought. I'd rather not talk about it. Sorry. Yeah, brilliant idea, Atazoth. A sudden smile returns to Harumi's face as she rests her hand on my shoulder. If it helps put your mind at ease, I'm staying at my sister's place for the time being, so I'm in a safer place than I was. I'm very happy. I'm really happy to hear that, Harumi. I'm certain Monica would be happy too. She would be. Remy smiled and faltered slightly as she looks back to Monica's resting place. I turned to match her gaze and looked down towards the stone. We just stayed there silently for some time. The coming breeze brushes against the pair of us. I reach into my pocket and gently grip the piece of paper. Can I confide in you about something, Atazoth? She speaks to me softly, her eyes still locked onto the stone in front of us. Of course you can. She sighs before collecting herself. I know this is probably gonna sound crazy, but sometimes I still hear her voice, and honestly, it does a lot to comfort me. My lips curl into a smile once more. I thought I was the only one. I misunderstood her side. Her smile still resting on her face. Ah, yes, collective schizophrenia. Nah, but yeah, this is nice, this is sweet. Our eyes lock for what feels like a good few minutes. She then begins to sheepishly approach me. And then opens her arms and gestures for me to come closer. I do just that, and soon enough, she gently takes me into her embrace. We stay like this for a decent amount of time. In reality, it's probably only a few minutes. But regardless, it means a lot to me. Eventually, we release each other. I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but I've got to get going at this off. But hey, maybe we'll see each other again soon. It would definitely be nice to meet up more often. Hell, it could even do a lot to fill in the gap that Monica's passing left in our hearts. I think I'd like that. I would too. After one last quick hug, we bid each other goodbye and she walks off. Whatever she has to do, I just hope she's okay. You know, my mind really wants to do some inappropriate slash dirty jokes, but you know, it's a nice moment, so why ruin it? Not this time. Let's keep it nice. Now finding myself on my own, I turn and look back down to Monica's stone. As I gaze at it, time seems to slow to a crawl. Or at least that's how it feels. I take a deep breath. Hey Moni, it's me again. I know it's been a few months since we last spoke. Things have been a bit busy at uni. I pause momentarily to streamline my thoughts. I know I've been here more than enough time. Speaking to her like this never gets easier. Maybe it will do one day, who knows? Like, I submitted my final assignment of the semester. Now it's just the way to find out if I'm moving on to the final year. I even got around to finishing that song we started for one of them. Personally speaking, I think it sounds pretty good. I just wish you were here to listen to it though. I stop and sigh. Need to try to lighten up my thoughts a bit. The girls are doing well for themselves. Sarah and Yuri are just wrapping up their final semesters. Natsuki's got a job with her partner. Heck, Sarah's even got a fella now. I'm really proud with how better she's doing. Again, I just wish you were here to see it all. Baba, it's really hard to speak when I'm tired, Jesus Christ. You'd be proud of all three of them, too, I reckon. I then stick my hand in my pocket and, after a slight moment of hesitation, I pull out the sheet of paper I brought with me. It's a little bit crumpled from the little journey it's had in my jacket pocket, but nothing too severe. I unfold the paper and silently read through it once or twice before looking back to Monica. I am also trying getting back into poetry recently. I found a folder with a whole bunch of my old poems in it. There were even some of the ones you wrote for me. I smiled to myself, my eyes flickering first to the sheet in my hand, and then back to the engraved rock below. I wrote you a poem. Like, I don't know if it's going to be any damn good. I certainly got rusty after the literature club. God, I miss those clubroom days. I really do. Anyway, enough reminiscing. I need to get this over with. I bring the paper to my face and begin to read aloud to Monica. I know, you've been away for some time. This I know. Months and months have dragged by, me spending most of my time drunk on woe. This I know. For days on end I wished your fate wasn't so, needlessly screaming to myself, pleading to know why you had to go. Desperation began to grow, began to fester like the wounded was, and my mind went places I never knew it could even go. This I know. Years have gone by without you, the time learning to go on coating the old wounds with scar tissue. If asked back then if I'd still be here, I'd just say I didn't know. With you in my heart though, I know I can. I read each line clearly with a degree of confidence I've not experienced for a while. Deep down, I know it'd be better after a rewrite or three, but I'm just glad I got something down. I fold the sheet back up, and return it to my pocket before looking back to Monica. I hope you liked it, wherever you are. As soon as those words leave my mouth, my eyes start to water up. Despite that though, I'm not crying. Wait, I know. Atazoth, that's not professional. Screenshotting in the fucking middle of the episode. Damn. Not good. But I need the background for the thumbnail. So yeah. Despite that though, I'm not crying. I slowly approach the headstone, and when I get as close as I can, I rest my right hand upon it and look to the sky. As my eyes meet the vast space above me, I notice that the clouds have started to clear up. I breathe gently. For the first time in what feels like forever, my head is clear. I feel as if I can focus, so much so that I swear I glimpse Monica herself in the sky. Was it a mirage? Perhaps. Whatever it was, it gives me a semblance of peace. Wherever she is, I know she's watching over me. I know that the time we shared together wasn't anywhere close to how long we wanted it to last, but despite that, I'm glad she chose to spend that time with me. And in that time, I learned a lot from her, at least to me. I think I've become somewhat better person. Is it cliche to say that? Whether or not it's seen as such, I don't exactly care. Monica, I loved you, and I still love you. And for all I know, that love will remain years from now. I don't know when I'll see you again. How long it takes, I'll be here waiting patiently for my time. Because in spite of the lengthy wait that awaits me, I know you're waiting somewhere out there. Somewhere out there on the other side. Why? History, wait. On the other end of the horizon. And that's DDLC within, lads. Bloody hell. Truly right it was. Now, while the credits roll, I'll give you my thoughts about the mod. I like the mod quite a bit. It was a nice story. First what I liked about it, it it was a sad story, sure. Well, bittersweet you could say. Yes, there was tragedy, a lot of it, but the MC, Atazoth, managed to overcome it. And it's a hopeful ending, because we see him just go through this and get better. Slowly but surely. It gives hope. Now, what I didn't like. Mostly the spelling mistakes. Those were annoying, but like, it's nothing too major. And otherwise, I felt like it was really nice. One thing that doesn't like make sense a bit to me is like the what a magic fucking the college like uni. It's like Monica died in either the third or fourth year, probably the fourth year. I think I don't remember of high school. So how could after 2 years like they all be ending? I thought that uni takes much longer. But whatever, eh? It was good. I'm still very satisfied with the mod, and yeah, it was a blast to play through. The creator of the mod, I'm sorry, I'm forgetful with names. It was enjoyable. If you see this, I thank you. And oh, okay, this is a lot. So like, I'll just scroll it like this, cause it's a lot of like, it's basically a thank you. So yeah, yeah, thank you, Callum Bakshaw, for the mod. Now I'll mute the music and we'll go to spin the wheel. Alright, we are at our spin the wheel. As you can see, I have the list of mods and stuff. So yeah, let us spin the wheel to see what we will play next time. And Salvation. Okay, that's a long mod, so I have a plan. I'll make 2 videos on this long mod and one on a shorter mod each week, cause bloody hell, otherwise we'll be here for super long, cause Salvation is extremely long. Like I saw a guy like record it like 20 minutes per episode and it was like 40 episodes, so yeah. But yeah, I'll remove it. I hope you lads enjoyed the video and I'll see you all next time. Subscribe, like, and see ya. Bye bye.